Well, the video shows the moments the gunman entered the school and began shooting into a classroom. Now, we want to warn you that the video you're about to see is graphic and difficult to watch. We've chosen to omit portions of the video and audio out of respect for the families who have lost their loved ones, as well as for those who have lost children and loved ones here in Connecticut to gun violence following the Sandy Hook tragedy. Cameras inside a Robb Elementary School hallway show the moments a gunman walked inside the Uvalde, Texas school carrying a long gun. Video obtained by our sister station KVUE in Austin, Texas shows the gunman walk down the hallway toward a classroom. The time, 11:33 a.m. Seconds later, a young boy turns the corner, witnessing the gunman and watching the first shots fired into a classroom. We pause the video before he starts firing multiple shots in the classroom with teachers and children inside, screaming. We've chosen not to play the audio from those next moments as it's difficult to listen to. As the gunman fires, you can see the boy runs away. 10-year-old Chloe Torres survived the school shooting.
He started saying, you'll die, and my teachers, they were screaming, saying no. He shot my friends and my teachers.
Officers arrive in the school hallway about 3 minutes after the gunman. The time, 11:36 a.m. Video shows law enforcement approach the classroom and then retreat as we hear the sound of gunshots. Several more armed officers arrive in the time that follows. We've sped up the clip to show you the time lapse of how long it takes authorities to begin to move toward the classroom and towards the gunman. During this time, as officers waited to go in, parents outside the school pleaded with officers to save their children. Finally, officers begin to approach the classroom at 12:21 p.m., 45 minutes after the first officers arrived. Video then appears to show the officers make entry into the classroom about 70 minutes after the first officers arrived on scene and take down the suspect around 12:50 p.m., identified as 18-year-old Salvador Ramos. In the weeks that followed this shooting, residents in Uvalde and across the nation questioning if law enforcement should have acted quicker.
You know he was shooting. You know he has a gun. You know there's kids in there. You have to get in there.
A lot more could have been prepared.
We showed the video to John Vallecca, a criminal justice professor with more than 20 years of law enforcement experience, serving as chief of detectives and then acting chief for New Haven PD during that time.
What I've seen was cowardly. They had all the necessary personnel and all the necessary equipment to handle this job. They chose not to. They chose to fall back and stand by and wait and that's the wrong decision to make.
Now, we will have more from Vallecca on how law enforcement agencies typically handle active shooter situations and what he says is important moving forward, coming up on the Fox 61 News at 11. In studio, Alicia Machado, Fox 61 News.